Okay, so I'm doing a review here on the Beats by Dre headphones, Power Beats, meant for exercises or more active lifestyle. I do like these a lot because of the quality and the build feels pretty good. I mean, this is my first impression of it. I listened to some music. I just spent a few minutes with it, listening to it, and this quality's it's okay. I mean, it's not like the Shures here. The Shures are way better quality. I got the my iPhone headphones that I was using as a replacement because I got these repaired and they're brand new. These ones are brand new now. These are really great headphones. I mean, there really is no comparison if you're going to compare them to the Beats because the Shures are just have better highs, better mids. The bass is better. I think the bass is clearer. The bass is deeper on here, but that's kind of what the signature is about the Beats by Dre. The quality sound is much better than these iPhone headphones, of course, but they don't beat the Shures. I mean, but then again, you got to realize that these are $500 headphones and these are $150 headphones. So you got to keep in mind that there's a price comparison there. I'll be doing another video later on the next clip here, and you'll see, and I'll talk more about it. My main thing of the reason why I wanted to get new headphones was, number one, I needed this. I really wanted this control to be able to control my my phone, talk to on speaker. I can't do that with these. I have to buy another cable, which is another $50. And when you're trying to be cost conscious, the Shures are not for people who have that are trying to save money because $500 headphones are a little bit ridiculous. But then again, the sound is amazing. So, but anyways, I'll do another review. Stay tuned.
It's day 2 of the Beats by Dre Power Beats, and so far, I'm not too excited about them. There's a little bit of a comfort issue. They don't feel as comfortable in my ears, not like the Shures do. What else is there? I don't know. I was listening to some Katy Perry, and the bass didn't sound too well. I don't know if that was just the music or the quality of the feed. Just so you know, I was using iTunes Match with some music I had on my home computer, so it should have made sure that the quality was good. But so far, I'm not too happy about them. I've had these headphones for about 12 hours now. I'll report more on the next video. One thing I do like about these headphones is they got these hooks, and it makes it easy to put on. Doesn't take much effort to put these on. You just slip them on. The other thing I do like too is they can hang right here on my sweater or jacket. And just that way I can keep one out of my ear if I need to, or I can just hang them there. Just kind of a convenient way. I do like the functionality of them. I'm not too excited about this little thing here, which is the control. You press it twice to go forward. You press it 3 times to go backwards. You press it once to pause. This is the volume rocker up, the volume rocker down. The rocker down doesn't seem to work, or it doesn't click too well, but it works.
So this is I think day 3 with these Power Beats by Dre. I worked out with them. I did 45 minutes in the stair mill. They did pass the test of doing exactly what I wanted to, which is hands-free. Don't have to fiddle with them. They're securely in my ears. Again, the main thing that's different about these versus the Shure se535s is that they don't isolate sound, so I can hear outside, which is good and bad. You get better sound when you can isolate it, but it still provides pretty good isolation, enough to get good quality sound. I'll do my contrast between the Shure se535s and the Power Beats at the end of this video. One thing I'll note about this is that this little control thing that I do like, the microphone, I'm afraid that one of my sweat drops is going to drop into it and destroy the mic. So that's one concern. I don't think that's going to happen. Probability is probably super low. The up control button works pretty good for increasing the volume. The lower control button doesn't click too well. I don't know if that's just my headset that I bought. This button is kind of hard to feel sometimes when I'm like trying to, I'm not looking at it. One thing also is that the cable is a little short on the short side. It does come with an extension, but the extension is too long, which is kind of annoying. I don't mind the short cable. I kind of actually like it. It's just a little shorter than the iPhone cable without the extension, or the iPhone headphone. Another cool thing I really like about these headphones is that when I pull them out of my pocket, I can tell which one's left and right. Usually with my in-ear headphones, I have to look and see if it says L or R. Now, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's an extra step, and I'm just showing you the nuances that I like about it. So I just pull it out of my pocket. It comes out like that. And you can just immediately tell which one goes in the left and right ear. And the left ear is the one with the microphone attached to it. And I could just put that on right there. Another cool feature that I found out about this Beats by Dre is that this thing is flexible, which is cool, because I was going to say something about the comfort, because this little thing kind of clamps on my ear after wearing for about 30 to 40 minutes. But then you can flex it out like this, and that way it's wider so it doesn't clamp down your ear as hard, which is kind of cool. So another plus for this. So I just finished a quick kettlebell workout, and I wore my Power Beats. They weren't too bad. Actually, the short cable came in handy. It didn't get in my way as much, which is kind of positive, just as long as you don't use the extension. I guess because the Shures that I use have kind of a long cable, and the cable's thick. It's a high quality cable, but when you're working out, I guess I noticed a difference in as far as it being a little heavier, and just general use. Like, it's in my pocket. The Power Beats are a little lighter in my pocket because the cable isn't as Kevlar-like. So I'm here at Panera Bread, and I've been wearing these headphones since about it's 8 o'clock right now. I've been here for about almost 2 hours, and an hour and a half of wearing these. This little hook here is starting to kind of bother my ear a little bit, so I kind of have to adjust it. They don't set as well if I don't put that in here, or if I don't set these good, but it's hurting my ears. So if you, depending on your ears or kind of what you like, this may bother you after several hours or over an hour of use. But it could just be that I just need to get used to it. So it's a 2-hour mark, and I can't stand these things anymore. I think I have a headache, and I don't know if it's related to this. I just know that it's irritating, so that I don't want to wear them anymore. So I think for the most part, with my, it's Tuesday, my 4 or 5 day review so far is that they're great for under an hour of use. If you wear them for more than an hour, I don't think they're that great. I still like them. I'm pretty excited about them still. It's just that, I'm just giving you the play-by-play about kind of my opinion on them and how they're affecting me, so that you can make a buying decision for yourself if you think they're going to be good for you. Alright, so a little bit more about the Beats by Dre Power Beats. One thing I do like is on my shirt or my sweater, I can easily use these little hooks here to put it right here on my sweater or put on my shirt, so they dangle. Because sometimes, I still can't hear as well with them on. It's like it still sounds muffled, obviously when you're wearing headphones. So I like to keep them here, when I'm talking to people, or like when I'm training clients sometimes. It just depends. But I do like that feature about it. Okay, so I'm testing the mic, the external mic, on the iPhone and comparing it to the Beats by Dre while doing video. I'm tapping the iPhone right now, or exactly where the microphone is, to see if it picks it up. And I don't think you can hear it. So this is my final video on the Beats by Dre. Just in summary, some negative things about it that I don't like is that this sometimes hurts my ear. The positive side, they're adjustable. So these little things here are adjustable. So let me do this again. So these are adjustable, so you can adjust how tight they are. But if they're not tight enough, sometimes the thing doesn't go in your ear properly. But that's actually that's the design of it, so that it allows for better, so that you can hear the outside noise. Because when you're running outside or you're cycling outside, you want to hear some background noise so that you're aware of your surroundings. The other thing too, that what else do I not like about it? Yeah, so that's probably the biggest part. If anything, that's really what I don't like. That's just the comfort here. It's good and bad. It's good for about an hour. Let me say that much, because they do bother my ears, so I have to adjust them. And keep in mind that my reference point is the Shure's se535s. So that's all I have to compare to. It's all I've been using. I mean, I do have the iPhone headphones that I've been using as well, kind of in the meantime before, but I mean, it's really not a good, can't compare that to anything because those are crap. I mean, they're great because they got this and they got the control, which is awesome. The Shures don't, because I didn't buy the cable yet. And the one thing that I do like about this is they're lightweight. They roll up in my pocket pretty light. I mentioned in a previous clip that, you know, when I put it in my pocket, it doesn't feel very heavy. This doesn't tangle too bad. Part of it's probably because it's short. That would be my guess. Sound quality. Sound quality is decent. It has some pretty good bass. Again, you know, you're comparing $150 headphones to $500 headphones, so just keep that in mind. That's what I'm comparing it to. The highs and the mids aren't as good, obviously, with the Shure as with the Shures, because the Shures are much crisper, clearer sound. Also, the Shures are sound isolation, so it's kind of like you're comparing, like, you know, a green apple to a red apple. You know, they're different. They're a little bit different. But as far as function and use, they're probably one of the best headphones I've ever had. I definitely would recommend them. As a primary use, I mean, to be quite honest, man, I love my Shures, but they don't fit every situation. You know, because if I'm at the gym and I'm working on the computer, I still want to be able to hear some of the people I'm working with. If they ask me a question, maybe I'm listening to music, I hear. With the Shures, you like literally can't hear anything, which is good if you don't want to be bothered, but it's bad if you know you're working and you know you need to be talked to. So the biggest thing, you know, when it comes to the Shure's se535s is the mids and the highs, the sound isolation, and the quality of the crispness of the what is it you call it? The crispness of the of the acoustics. Like, for example, if you listen to acoustic music, there definitely is a big difference. That's probably the biggest. You know, if you like acoustic music, hearing guitar, drums, like real instruments with very little to no electronic modification to the sound, they're very good. That's for the Shures. Now, for these ones, they're not as good with acoustics, you know. So so depending on what you like. Now, when it comes to like electronic beats, the beats are pretty damn good. They pretty much rival the Shures pretty good because the electronic beats are just pretty much thumping bass, and they fit fine for that. When you're trying to do the so there's three categories. I'm sorry. There's three categories. There's one, the acoustic sound. Shures, hands down, there definitely is a significant difference. Electronic, kind of trance, house, beats, and Shures are pretty close together. There's not much of a, I mean, there's a difference, don't get me wrong, but the difference isn't as wide like with the acoustics. And with rock, again, it depends, because, you know, sometimes the sound is so loud that it kind of messes up this. It kind of just makes it so that there isn't much of a difference. So that's my final review. I would definitely recommend these. They're definitely a really good buy. They're very comfortable. They're not the greatest comfort because for long use, but then for short use, they're awesome. They fit exactly. I like the way I want to use them. They're easy to access. And that's my final review. Final word.